my channel. My name is Ashley and this is AshleyHopeInChrist, where I talk about life and the experiences I go through, sharing the love and the word of Jesus Christ with you guys. So I haven't made a video in 2 weeks and life has been crazy, but I'm not going to go into that. So this week I just want to talk to you guys about the social media fast that I went on and briefly talk about the 30-day no spin challenge that I just started. Okay, so I had this habit that I had been dealing with for a little while. This thing started to consume my life, and I wanted to spend all my time doing this thing, interacting with this thing, and it just wasn't healthy because I wasn't spending time with God. And when I would spend time with God, it wasn't quality time. I just remember watching a video here, and I don't remember the girl's name but I'll have her video linked down below. I watched her video and she was talking about how she was at a friend's house and her friend was praying this prayer over her, and she felt that she needed to pray that prayer over herself, and in that moment I felt the same too. So I watched the video and I prayed this prayer over myself to for the Lord to just strip me of this habit that I was going through. And immediately after I prayed, he told me to go on a social media fast. And when he first told me that, I was like, no, I don't want to go on a social media fast, just because I use social media every day. I share the love and the word of Jesus Christ with you guys through social media. And I was like, no, I don't want to do that. But at the same time, I knew it was something that I needed to do for myself and to show the Lord my faithfulness, because that was also something that I was praying for. And so I decided to go on this fast. Within 20 minutes of praying and deciding this, I updated all of my social media family, told them I was going to be gone, picked the timeline, which was going to be 3 days, so from Thursday night to Sunday night, and then I just did it. I started it Thursday night at 6 p.m. I remember Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. I was ready to claw my eyes out, because I was like, oh, I can't do this, I need my phone, and I just wanted to go back to that old habit, which wasn't healthy at all. So I stuck with it. It was really hard. It came around, and I just remember having this thought of this day is going to be so awkward because I can't get out of awkward situations by looking at my phone. And throughout the day, I would just notice other people in my classes on their phone, because, when you have nothing else to do, they're just scrolling on Instagram or Twitter. And I just felt very weird because I couldn't do the same. I would just sit there, and sometimes I'd pick up my phone and unlock it and just stare at the home screen for a prolonged period of time, because my body was used to picking up my phone and getting on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or something. But it wasn't physically on my phone, and so I just kind of sat there and stared at the screen for a prolonged period of time. And I'm sure I've gotten some pretty awkward / weird stares from people around the room, but I'm sure they didn't know I was dying on the inside. I'm just kidding, I'm being dramatic. But yeah, so Friday went by, it was fine. Saturday came, I woke up, it was fine. Just overall, it was very hard the first couple of days. And it was only a 3-day fast, but by the third day, I was so used to it, I wasn't even looking forward to getting on my phone until I was in Cincinnati, and we were going to Kentucky to eat lunch with my family. And just as we crossed the bridge from Ohio to Kentucky, I wanted to Snapchat and be like, oh, I'm in Kentucky, just because my friends on Snapchat need to know I'm not in the same state. But I realized that hey, I don't have Snapchat on my phone anymore, so I can't use it. And that was probably the only time on Sunday that I was really disappointed to not have social media, but it was fine because I really enjoyed my time, and I didn't notice after that moment at 12 p.m. or something that I didn't have social media and that my fast was almost over until 4 p.m. And my fast was ending at 6. So I had gone through the entire fast pretty much. But I wasn't excited. I wasn't excited to re-download social media. I kind of felt guilty about it. I was like, oh, well, I don't know, I'm not really interested in re-downloading it. But 6 o'clock came along. I just didn't really want to download it, and so I waited until 8 and I re-downloaded everything. But the moment that I re-downloaded everything, logged in, and actually looked at my notifications, I just this anxiety rushed over me, because that weekend was so peaceful. Every time I look at my screen, I wouldn't have any notifications, which was sad at the beginning, but after a while, I really enjoyed it. It was really peaceful, and I got to be in the Lord's presence. And but I just kind of want to go over with you what I learned from this social media fast. And the main thing is that social media is not real life. I was spending my life behind a screen. when I re-downloaded social media, I was holding my phone for like 30 minutes straight. I didn't put my phone down for 30 minutes because I was going through all of my stuff, and it's just so overwhelming to me because over that weekend I hadn't done that once, and it just shows me how addicting social media can be. Social media is not real life. It's nice to have 500 Facebook friends, but when it comes down to it, like, I didn't miss half of them on my social media fast, and I don't know. So I did write a blog post on this, and it has a lot more detail as always, so I highly encourage you to watch it. And I highly encourage you to do your own social media fast, because I learned so much, and I just feel like even now I'm not really on social media as much as I was before, and it just really opened my eyes to the whole experience. So that was my social media fast. But the next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a 30-day no spin challenge. Okay, so after I finished this fast, actually probably a couple hours before I finished it, something came over me about going on a 30-day no spin challenge, because my entire life I've struggled with wanting to buy things that other people have. Like, if I saw someone wearing Nike shoes or an Apple Watch or just anything that somebody else had and I liked it, I had to have it that moment. Like, I would immediately get on my phone, get on Amazon, purchase it, like, no second thoughts whatsoever, and then, like, I'd immediately feel bad about it, but I was never the kind of person to return things or, like, cancel things, and so I just kind of went along with it. And I've been doing that my entire life. I remember, like, the earliest time that I would do that was 3rd grade. And so it's really become something that I struggle with constantly, and it's basically taking over my life, because if I see something I want, I have to have it, which is not healthy whatsoever. So I decided to go on this 30-day no spin challenge, and I also did a blog post on this past Thursday, and I'll have that linked in the description bar down below so you guys can check it out and do it with me. I started it on January 28th, so it ends on February 28th, and I just go through, like, the steps that I'm doing and the things that are motivating me to do it and what I hope to get out of it. And so I just wanted to share that with you guys and let you know that, hey, it's on my blog and you should check it out and we can do it together. Alright, so this is going to be it for this video. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me, and I love you guys so much. If you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and subscribe. I'd love for you to join my family. I post every Sunday. Make sure you like and comment. I will definitely comment you back. And follow me on my social media so I can get to know you. Alright, thank you guys for being here. I love you guys so much. I pray you have a blessed week, and I'll see you next week.